History was once someone's present. Moments of courage, moments of hardship, and moments that changed nations. Welcome to Odd Photos, where history speaks for itself. A father looking for his two missing sons that went missing during the Kosovo War in 1999. A blacksmith shaping a knife for farm use in Abbeville, Louisiana, 1938. A chain reaction collapse at the Lorain Public Library in Ohio sent 19 bookshelves and more than 50,000 books crashing to the floor after one shelf toppled in 1971. A farmer and his wife moving furniture out of their dugout home in Pie Town, New Mexico, 1940. A farmer draws water from a hillside spring to fill barrels on his truck in North Dakota, 1937. A farmer's young daughter secures the wooden latch on the door of her family's home in Williston, North Dakota, 1937. A funeral service for the 9 unidentified victims of John Wayne Gacy at Oak Ridge Cemetery in Chicago, June 1981. A housewife examines bed linens gnawed by rats in the corner of a crowded bedroom in Chicago, Illinois, 1941. A large steel piece being positioned during construction of the World Trade Center's North Tower, New York City, 1970. A little girl who worked as a cotton picker stands beside her older brother in McKinney, Texas, 1913. A man checks the weight of freshly harvested spinach in La Prieure, Texas, 1939. A man putting out milk cans in Canyon County, Idaho, 1941. A monkey playing his toy piano for his parrot friend, 1927. A paratrooper from the 82nd Airborne in Saudi Arabia during Operation Desert Shield, December 1990. A penguin stands to attention next to a British soldier during the Falklands War, 1982. A Ponca couple posing together for their wedding photo, 1900. A street vendor sells ices from his cart in New York in 1938. A veteran and a woman share an embrace at the Vietnam Veterans Memorial dedication, 1982. A woman collaborator and her baby, whose father is German, returns to her home after having her head shaven following the capture of Chartres by the Allies, France, 1944. A woman demonstrating how to use the first commercial microwave oven called the Radarange, 1947. A woman showing her modern air conditioner mounted in the window, 1945. A woman sits in a wagon reserved for white people to protest apartheid South Africa, 1952. A young Donald Trump holds his firstborn son, Donald Trump Jr., 1978. An English family mourns the death of their daughter during the Soviet deportation of the Chechens in Ingish, 1944. Audrey at a party honoring her return to London after the filming of Roman Holiday, 1953. Babe Ruth jogging on the sands of Sea Spray Beach in Palm Beach, Florida, January 1930. Benito Mussolini with his nose in a bandage after being shot by Violet Gibson. He had turned his head at the last second, so the bullet merely grazed his nose. 1926. Bosnian soldier breaks down in tears after learning his family were massacred by Serbs while he was liberating a village. 1993. Brazilian soldier in southern Italy battling the Nazis. 1944. Written on the artillery shell is the quote, "The snake is smoking." Bride laughing as she tosses her wedding bouquet to her sister. 1947. Burly Aussie lumberjacks shave with axes during World War II. Camouflaged road in Finland during World War II. Charlie Chaplin and Mahatma Gandhi. 1931. Construction workers drinking beer in Soldier's Joy Cafe near Camp Blanding, Florida, December 1940. Customers eating herring in the traditional Dutch way, Rotterdam, Netherlands, 1937. Donald Trump, pictured in 1964, playing soldier before later avoiding the Vietnam War draft. Early morning train in Japan, 1964. Elementary students work with hand tools during a woodshop class in 1973. Ethel Kennedy at the grave of her husband Robert F. Kennedy on the second anniversary of his assassination, 1970. Fallen Marines of the 2nd Division awaiting burial at the cemetery on Saipan, July 1944. Farm children play on a homemade merry-go-round in Williams County, North Dakota, 1937. Farmers arrest the sheriff who was attempting to evict a woman from her farm on behalf of an insurance company, Michigan, 1952. Farmers pause for lunch during the spring wheat harvest in Minnesota, 1943, as meals prepared and served by their wives offered a brief rest from the demanding work in the fields. Female workers during a strike at Citroën, 1930s. Former President Ronald Reagan doffs his baseball cap, exposing his partially shaved head before the applause of well-wishers who saw him off at the airport in Rochester, 1989. Four generations of men in New Guinea, 1970. Fred Rogers, with his high school yearbook editing team, 1946. Future heavyweight champion Rocky Marciano, aged 27, eats a bowl of pasta and a chunk of bread served by his mother, 1950. German scientists testing a Messerschmitt fighter plane, 1940. This was the most advanced wind tunnel test facility in the world at the time. Grand Duchess Anastasia Nikolaevna Romanov showing off her paints at the Levadia Palace, 1912. Group of unidentified indigenous Maori girls laughing, 1910. Gun safety being taught in an Indiana school, 1956. Gunnar Kaasen, a Norwegian musher, and his lead dog Balto, who delivered diphtheria antitoxin to Nome, Alaska, saving the city from an epidemic. 1925. In 1941, an elementary school teacher shows her students how to wear gas masks as part of emergency preparedness training. In 1948, a retired professor named George McLaurin became the first black student to be admitted to the University of Oklahoma. But because the school was segregated, McLaurin was kept strictly away from his white classmates. In 1949, an official boxing match between a bear and a man was held. The bear won. In the 1950s, photojournalist Bert Hardy visited St. Mary Cray outside London, capturing life in a vibrant Romani and Irish traveler community. In the 1970s, Qantas 747s had a shaver bar, so men could arrive in London clean-shaven after a 30-hour flight. Jane Fonda at the Actors Studio in class before her film career, 1958. Japanese soldiers bury Chinese prisoners of war alive. Sino-Japanese War, 1937. Jennifer Connelly and Ludo, Labyrinth, 1986. John F. and Jackie Kennedy on their wedding day, September 1953. Katharina Detzel, a mental patient who built her own man out of the straw in her bed, 1910. Kenny Baker eating lunch, photo taken behind the scenes of Star Wars, Tunisia, 1976. Lakota man painting his horse for ceremony, Alberta, Canada, 1930. Las Vegas police facing Mike Tyson after he'd just bitten Holyfield's ear off, 1996. Little girl by the signpost at Bod Airport, Norway, 1968. Madison Square near the Flatiron Building in New York, 1918. Man having his hair brushed by his wife, Navajo Nation, Arizona, 1948. Manute Bol, the tallest man in the NBA, defending the hoop in the college, 1980s. Men waiting to be executed during the communist purge in Indonesia, 1965. Mother smiles while her little baby boy holds a milk bottle, 1922. Mother Teresa at the age of 18, in Ireland, 1928. Mr. Owen, the town bell ringer of Llangollen, Wales, 1875. Open-air barbershops during the Spanish flu, 1918. Packers head coach Vince Lombardi having breakfast at a Green Bay diner, 1960. President Lyndon B. Johnson on a poverty tour in Appalachia, May 1964. Proud mother Mrs. Cleveland Owens hears of son Jesse's Olympic triumphs in Berlin, 1936. Roman Colosseum, 1860. Rosemary Kennedy with her father Joe Kennedy Sr. at the opening of London Children's Zoo, June 1938. Sicilian peasant telling an American officer which way the Germans had gone, 1943. Sir David Attenborough cuddles a bear cub named Benjamin, 1956. Sleeping on the fire escape to stay cool on a hot summer night, New York, 1948. Student Vietnam War protesters and Ohio National Guard troops confront each other on the Commons at Kent State University, Ohio, May 1970. Swinging Grannies in Slovakia, 1966. The barefoot daughter of a tenant farmer changes the water in a goldfish bowl on the porch of her family's home in Muskogee, Oklahoma, 1939. The Chiquito automobile, designed by Leopold E. Garcia, New Mexico, 1956. The Immortal 10, a group of militant abolitionists in Kansas, 1859. The indigenous Ainu women from northern Japan with their traditional tattooed lips, 1900s. The Kuba Comet Entertainment System, released in 1957. The son of a day laborer repairs the chain mechanism on a planter in Rawls, Texas, 1939. These elongated skulls result from intentional cranial deformation. The Hmong Batu practiced this from infancy, viewing it as a sign of intelligence and beauty. Two Gentlemen and Their Absolutely Delightful Double Walking Stick-Wielding Dog, 1890s. Two girls balance on stilts while carrying shopping bags for their mothers in Sidcup, England during the 1950s. Two men look with bright smiles at a sleeping baby, New York, 1940. Two Native American men on the Flathead Indian Reservation in western Montana sit on a striped blanket and play cards in the early 1900s. Two Tlingit girls have their photo taken near Copper River, Alaska, 1903. U.S. soldier with Saddam's gold bullion in Iraq, 2003. U.S. President Abraham Lincoln with his personal bodyguard and others at the Battle of Antietam, 1862. Utroba Cave in the Rhodope Mountains, Bulgaria, carved by hand more than 3,000 years ago. Victorian home being moved by boat in Tiburon, California, 1957. We Won't Fight Another Rich Man's War, March of Vietnam Veterans, 1970. Winston Churchill is carried from a nursing home following being struck by a car in New York City, 1931. Woman posing with an early model of the GE electric charging station for electric cars, 1912. Women rebuilding a wall in Dresden, March 1946. Workers busy on the assembly line at the Tonka manufacturing plant in Minneapolis, Minnesota, 1965. World War I observation posts disguised as trees.